Hello, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're counting down 10 of the most iconic Rolex watches ever made. A brand so synonymous with excellence, prestige, and precision that its name has become the global shorthand for watchmaking perfection itself. For over a century, Rolex has defined what a luxury watch should be, crafting timepieces that are as functional as they are beautiful, as technically masterful as they are culturally significant. Whether you're a seasoned collector, an aspiring first-time buyer, or simply a lover of extraordinary objects, this is the list you've been waiting for. Let's get into it. Number 10. Rolex Oyster Perpetual. The Rolex Oyster Perpetual is the purest expression of everything Rolex stands for. A watch stripped of complication and dressed in nothing but confidence. As the direct descendant of the world's first waterproof wristwatch, the 1926 Oyster, this model carries more horological heritage on its wrist than almost any other timepiece in existence. The Oyster case, crafted from oyster steel, provides 100-meter water resistance and a level of finishing that sets the benchmark for the entire Swiss watch industry. Inside beats the Caliber 3230, Rolex's latest generation in-house movement. Featuring the Chronergy escapement, a 70-hour power reserve, and accuracy to plus or minus 2 seconds per day. Available in a range of vivid lacquer dial colors that have made it one of the most visually arresting watches at any price. The Oyster Perpetual proves that simplicity, executed at the highest level, is the ultimate sophistication. The Rolex Oyster Perpetual retails for approximately $5,800 USD. Number 9. Rolex Air King. The Rolex Air King is a watch with wings. Born in the 1940s as a tribute to the pioneering RAF pilots of World War II and reborn in its modern form as one of the most distinctive and purposeful watches in the current Rolex catalog. Its bold 40mm oyster steel case houses a black dial featuring a unique combination of large Arabic numerals at 3, 6, and 9 alongside a prominent Rolex logo and model name in a distinctive yellow font, a design that divides opinion and commands attention in equal measure. The Caliber 3230 movement and superlative chronometer certification guarantee accuracy to plus or minus 2 seconds per day, while an anti-magnetic shield protects the movement from electromagnetic fields that can disrupt precision timekeeping. Built to COSC standards with a magnetic resistance of 1,500 Gauss, the Air King was designed for professionals working in high-interference environments. It is unapologetically bold, deeply purposeful, and unmistakably Rolex. The Rolex Air King retails for approximately $7,550 USD. Number 8. Rolex Explorer. The Rolex Explorer I is the watch that stood on top of the world. Immortalized on the wrist of Sir Edmund Hillary and Tenzing Norgay during the first successful ascent of Mount Everest in 1953, the Explorer became the definitive symbol of human endurance and the relentless Rolex commitment to building watches that perform when failure is not an option. Its 36mm oyster steel case is a study in quiet authority, with the iconic black dial, oversized luminous markers at 3, 6, and 9, and Mercedes hands delivering legibility in conditions where visibility is literally a matter of life and death. The Caliber 3230 movement offers 70 hours of power reserve and superlative chronometer accuracy, while 100-meter water resistance and a scratch-resistant sapphire crystal make it genuinely expedition-ready. The Explorer I doesn't shout, it simply performs as it has done for over 7 decades. The Rolex Explorer I retails for approximately $7,950 USD. Number 7. Rolex Explorer 2. The Rolex Explorer 2 takes the Explorer's legendary DNA and expands it for the most extreme environments on Earth. Caves, polar ice fields, and active volcanoes where the boundary between day and night disappears entirely. Originally launched in 1971 for spelunkers who needed to track whether it was day or night without reference to natural light, the modern Explorer 2 has evolved into one of Rolex's most technically compelling sport watches. Its 42mm oyster steel case houses the Caliber 3285, a movement featuring a GMT hand and 24-hour fixed bezel that allows simultaneous tracking of 2 Sussex time zones, indispensable for explorers and frequent travelers alike. The bold white or black dial with large Arabic numerals, prominent orange GMT hand, and 100-meter water resistance give it a presence that is both utilitarian and visually commanding. The Explorer 2 is the tool watch for those who truly go where others don't. The Rolex Explorer 2 retails for approximately $10,600 USD. Number 6. Rolex GMT Master the Factus. The Rolex GMT Master 2 is the ultimate traveler's companion and one of the most coveted sports watches in the world, worn by everyone from commercial airline pilots to heads of state. Originally developed in 1955 in partnership with Pan American World Airways, to allow pilots to simultaneously read the time in 2 time zones, the GMT Master 2 has evolved far beyond its professional origins into a cultural icon of the First Order. Its bicolor ceramic Serichrome bezel, available in the legendary Pepsi red and blue, Batman black and blue, or root beer brown and black combinations, is instantly recognizable on wrists worldwide and represents some of the most sought-after colorways in all of watchmaking. The Caliber 3285 movement allows the GMT hand and local time hand to be set independently, enabling tracking of 3 time zones simultaneously. Crafted in oyster steel, white gold, or yellow gold, and fitted with Rolex's Jubilee or Oyster bracelet, the GMT Master 2 is the rare watch that is equally at home in the cockpit and at the finest restaurants in the world. The Rolex GMT Master 2 retails from approximately $11,200 USD in oyster steel. Number 5. Rolex Sea Dweller. The Rolex Sea Dweller is what happens when Rolex decides that being waterproof to 100 meters is simply not enough. Developed in collaboration with professional saturation divers from the Comex Deep Sea Diving Company in the 1960s, the Sea Dweller was engineered to withstand the crushing pressures of extreme depth, achieving water resistance to 1,220 meters, 12 times deeper than the Submariner. A helium escape valve allows pressurized helium atoms used in saturation diving to exit the case during decompression without damaging the watch, a technical solution unique to professional dive watches of this caliber. The modern 43mm oyster steel case, unidirectional Serichrome bezel, and Caliber 3235 movement with 70-hour power reserve make it a state-of-the-art instrument by any measure. A Cyclops lens over the date and a chromolite display with long-lasting blue luminescence ensure readability at depth where light is scarce and seconds matter. The Sea Dweller is the professional diver's Rolex, a watch built without compromise for the people who go deepest. The Rolex Sea Dweller retails for approximately $12,100 USD. Number 4. Rolex Daytona. The Rolex Daytona is arguably the most desirable production watch in the world, a timepiece whose waiting lists stretch for years, whose secondhand premiums defy rational explanation, and whose cultural cachet is matched by virtually nothing else in the watch industry. Named after the legendary Florida racing circuit and designed to serve as the ultimate professional racing chronograph, the Daytona features a tachymeter bezel for calculating average speed, 3 contrasting chronograph subdials, and the in-house Caliber 4131 movement, a masterpiece of microengineering that delivers a 72-hour power reserve and accuracy, certified to plus or minus 2 seconds per day. The Daytona's design is simultaneously of its era and completely timeless, with the contrasting dial and subdial color combinations. Most famously, the black and white panda and reverse panda configurations, creating one of the most instantly recognizable watch faces ever conceived. Whether in oyster steel, yellow gold, or Everose gold, a Daytona on the wrist is a statement that transcends watchmaking entirely. The Rolex Daytona retails from approximately $15,100 USD in oyster steel. Number 3. Rolex Submariner Date. The Rolex Submariner Date is the single most influential watch ever made. Full stop. Since its introduction in 1953, the Submariner has defined the very concept of the dive watch, established the visual language that every diver watch made since has referenced, and become the most recognized luxury watch on the planet. The modern Submariner Date, powered by the Caliber 3235 with a 70-hour power reserve, achieves water resistance to 300 meters behind a sapphire crystal and a unidirectional Serichrome bezel insert in a range of colors, black, blue, and green among them, that have spawned nicknames known to watch enthusiasts worldwide. The 40mm oyster steel case with its oyster bracelet and oyster lock clasp delivers the kind of wrist comfort and finishing quality that only Rolex achieves at this level of consistency. Chromolite luminescent displays ensure legibility in the darkest depths, while the Trip-Block triple waterproofness system on the winding crown completes a package that is as technically impeccable today as it was revolutionary 70 years ago. The Rolex Submariner date retails from approximately $10,350 USD in oyster steel. Number 2. Rolex Day Date 40. The Rolex Day Date is the president's watch, quite literally. Since its introduction in 1956, the Day Date has graced the wrists of more world leaders, heads of state, Nobel laureates, and cultural icons than any other timepiece in history, earning the nickname the President's Watch. Not through marketing, but through the genuine choices of the world's most powerful people. Available exclusively in 18-karat gold or platinum, never in steel. The Day Date 40 is Rolex's most uncompromising statement of horological prestige. Its signature president bracelet, the day of the week displayed in full at 12 o'clock, and the date at 3 o'clock beneath a Cyclops lens are design signatures that have remained essentially unchanged since the watch's debut because they were correct from the very beginning. The caliber 3255 movement inside represents the pinnacle of Rolex movement engineering, with 14 patents and a 70-hour power reserve. Paired with a dial selection spanning lacquer, meteorite, diamond set, and stone dials in virtually unlimited combinations. The Day Date 40 is a watch that can be configured as a unique expression of personal achievement. The Rolex Day Date 40 retails from approximately $38,050 USD in 18-karat gold. Number 1. Rolex Cosmograph Daytona Platinum. The Rolex Cosmograph Daytona in Platinum is the undisputed summit of the Rolex universe. A watch so rare, so technically exquisite, and so visually spectacular that it exists in a category entirely of its own making. Crafted entirely in 950 platinum, one of the rarest and most precious metals on Earth, the Platinum Daytona is distinguished by its exclusive ice blue dial, a color that appears only on Rolex's platinum pieces and exists nowhere else in their catalog, giving it an ethereal, otherworldly quality that photographs fail to capture and the wrist must simply experience. The iced blue chromatic palette extends across the dial and its 3 chronograph subdials, framed by a platinum bezel set with a tachymetric scale, rendered in platinum itself, a technical and aesthetic feat of the highest order. Inside beats the caliber 4131, Rolex's finest chronograph movement, delivering a 72-hour power reserve, superlative chronometer accuracy, and a level of finishing that reflects hundreds of hours of skilled human craftsmanship. Produced in extremely limited numbers, the Platinum Daytona carries waiting lists that rival small real estate transactions and a secondhand market that reflects just how profoundly the watch world covets this particular combination of material, movement, and design. This is not merely a watch. It is the definitive statement of what Rolex is capable of at the absolute apex of its ambition. The Rolex Cosmograph Daytona Platinum retails at approximately $75,000 USD and remains, for those fortunate enough to obtain one, arguably the finest production watch money can buy.